Real quick, I want to talk a little bit about pastoral care. I want to talk a little bit about pastoral care. This is something that I think from a Christian perspective, because Christians are generally kind of mouthy about certain things in certain contexts. I know I certainly can be. We can be somewhat pushy, but this is true for many things. I know people who are big into fitness, who absolutely push fitness. Right? You don't work out every day. You've got to work out every day. Oh, you don't. Runners. Oh my word, runners. I've got a couple of friends that are runners, and they don't do this to me. But I've known others who, well, once you start running, it's just going to become addictive. I hate running. Well, no, you gotta do it. You just gotta do it like 5 times, and then you'll never be able to stop. I've run a lot. I don't want to run. No. But once you really get into it, get the right shoes, get the right socks, get the right shorts. You'll just love it. Find the right time of day to do it. I hate running. I never want to run. The only time I run is if somebody's chasing me. Oh no. It's you feel the endorphins. Runners do it. This is going to sound really weird. Olive eaters. I have met olive eaters in my life. You know what an olive is, right? Just the olive, the little, I don't know, is it a fruit? Is it a legume? Is it a nut? Whatever it is. But an olive, the thing some people put on pizza. Monsters put it on pizzas. Anyhow, they, when they find out that I don't like olives, well, Ed, the trick to eating olives is you got to eat 10 of them. If you eat 10 of them in a row, you'll love olives. You'll never ever have a problem with olives again. I've done that. Oh no, you didn't do it right though, because you have to eat 10 of them at the same time as you whistle the Lord's Prayer, or you stare at the full moon, or you have to do it when there's a high tide, at the peak of high tide. You've got to do it on the winter solstice. If you don't do it on the winter solstice, it doesn't count. Whatever the case is, but olive eaters will tell me, you've got to love olives. I don't know why you don't love olives. You have to love olives. So eat 10 of them in a row and you'll love olives for the rest of your life. Nope. Not even close. I don't like olives. That is okay. I have self-reflected on that, and I'm fine with my choice not to like a lot of olives. But back to this pastoral care thing. You are going to encounter people. I am going to encounter people that will come and they will talk to us and they will share what's going on in their life. As Life is a Prayer mentioned, our stories are really important. They'll share what's going on in their life. They'll talk about their pain. They'll talk about their joys. They'll talk about their suffering. They'll talk about their happiness. They'll talk about what's exciting. But we're going to bump into people. In particular, we're going to bump into people who are injured. They've been hurt. They've been harmed. As somebody mentioned earlier about our anger issues, they have anger issues. They're really upset. They're really beaten up. We're gonna bump into those people, and it can be frustrating. Those encounters can be really frustrating because it just doesn't seem like they're making any headway. Headway is subjective. Okay? So I may have an encounter and think, wow, this person's not getting anywhere. They may say, I am growing by leaps and bounds. But because it doesn't meet my expectation of what headway might look like, I can feel kind of down about it. One of the things we have to do is we've got to follow Jesus' take. So it's the Gospel of John. There's a story where in chapter 5, Jesus, he encounters a guy. He can't walk, can't stand. He sits on a mat beside this pool, and he's waiting for the waters of the pool to run, because if he jumps in at the right time, he might be healed. And Jesus comes along and sees him sitting there, and knows that the guy's been sitting there forever and a day. And so Jesus asks him, do you want to be healed? And the man says, well, nobody will help me in. And he comes up with like a couple of different excuses. Every time the water starts running, everybody rushes forward. There's nobody here to help me in. And Jesus is fine. And so he tells the man, stand up, roll your mat up and get out of here. You're better. because the man sort of indicated that he wanted to be healed. This is a bit of a hard lesson. Not everybody wants to be healed right now. Not everybody wants to be healed right now. Not everybody wants to undertake a journey of healing right now. Sometimes when we're injured, we just need to rest. Sometimes when we've been harmed, we just need to lay here to get our bearings again, to allow ourselves an opportunity to breathe, maybe to feel safe. So when we're taking care of people, when we're offering someone pastoral care, it's really important. One of the questions we can ask them is, where are you right now? They might not be in a place where they're ready to get up and walk. They might not be in a place where they're ready to get down to business. They might not be in a place where they're ready to meet our expectations of where they should be. Again, sometimes their wounds are still open. They're still bleeding. Sometimes their bones are still broken. We need to dress the wounds. We need to set the bones. We don't need to put it on them that they should get up and walk around again. We don't need to put it on them that they should be able to get up and do jumping jacks. We don't need to put it on them that they should be able to get up and go run a marathon. We don't need to put it on them that they need to get up and face the ones who's injured them. We don't need to put it on them that they need to get up and begin taking care of the people around them. Pastoral care requires a great deal of gentleness. It requires a great deal of compassion, of kindness, and it requires us to let the other person dictate how we will move forward. And it requires us to be patient in that endeavor. So, our world today, there's a lot of injured people out there. In our church, there are a lot of injured people out there. And we have a lot of knowledge. And we're going to bump into people who we think, you know what? I got this knowledge and I'm going to give it to them. And they're not up to receiving it. Don't take it personal. Don't be offended by that. Lay it at their feet. Move away. If they ignore it, they ignore it. If they pick it up and throw it back at you, they picked it up and they threw it back at you. Don't take it personally. It's not about you. It's about them. And it's really important that we make it about them. It's really important that we leave it to be about them. I wish I could heal people like Jesus healed people. I really do. I wish I could just get up and walk. Right? You're blind. Now you can see. I wish I had that ability. I wish I could take people's emotional and mental and spiritual pain away in particular. Physical stuff physical stuff's bad. But those emotional and mental and spiritual wounds, often because they're unseen, they go untreated. They can easily get infected and go septic and cause damage that we couldn't even imagine. I wish I could just snap my fingers and take those injuries away. But we can't. I can't. We can't. What we're called to do What we're called to do is to journey with those people. If we need, pick them up. But we journey with them. We journey at their pace. We journey as they are able. And sometimes we won't take 5 steps today. Sometimes we'll simply sit here and talk, cry. Sometimes we're just going to help them clean and dress their wounds, knowing full well that we'll have to clean and dress those same wounds tomorrow. And there's many metaphors we can apply here. The bottom line, be kind, be gentle, be patient with others who have been injured. And do not take any of this personal. Take your time. Oh, and maybe the third thing I should mention here, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. As you are helping others, it's essential that you take care of yourself as well. Amen.